Okay, start.
Ready? So, my name is Kennedy Runo, a student at the Open University of Kenya. And this evening I'm interviewing one Nancy Shiko, who is the proprietor of a beauty parlor located at Sigona Ward in Kikuyu constituency, Kiambu County. So she runs a business that entails, hair care, nail care, pedicure, manicure. She also sells beauty products. And today I'm interviewing her on the business, internal business environment and external business environment. We are going to go through um, issues such as internal business environment, micro external environment, and macro external environment. And we are going to use one of their analyzing tools. We are not going to use Potter's 5 forces, nor are we going to do PESTEL, because SWOT analysis can help us analyze her strengths, her weaknesses, and opportunities and threats that are threatening her business. So thank you very much for allowing me time to make this interview. Maybe for record, you can state your name and what you do for a living.
I'm Nancy Wanjiku. I'm a beautician by profession, and I run my business, a salon business in a beauty shop.
Awesome. So, in your business here, what exactly do you do? Do you do what kind of services do you offer?
I offer pedicure, manicure, and I sell beauty products, and I do hair.
You do hair. Okay. So, for the purposes of this interview, we are we are asking that, I want you to first of all understand what we mean by internal environment. Internal environment are those things that you can control inside your business, right? External environment are those things that are outside your environment, outside your direct control. For example, your customers, your suppliers, the beauty product suppliers, and such like that. And we also will want to look at the macro environment, which entails what is, for example, happening to our country or even to our community here. So, first of all, internal environment, what would you say you have control over in this business?
I have control over my finances.
Please speak louder for the for the recording.
I have control over my finances,
Yes,
my time.
correct. Do you employ somebody in this business?
Yes, I do.
So this, those are some of the things you are talking about when you say internal environment, the things that you can control over. And what would you say are your external environment? Uh, I'll give you an example. Things like your customers. Yeah. Do you have competitors in this area? External environment will also include people like the people who are supplying you with power. Yeah. If you have taken a credit, that will also be in external environment. But note that external environment is divided into two. Those things that are within your industry and the things that are outside your industry. Yeah? The ones that are outside your industry, we call them macro external environment. So, for the purposes of this interview, we would, we would use a tool called SWOT analysis. It's called strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Right? Now, what would you say are the strengths inside here when we are talking about your internal environment? What would you say are your strengths?
Of course, there are competitors, but
Yeah.
when I did my survey,
Yeah.
I started doing something else than my competitors.
No, I want us to focus directly inside your business, what would you say are your strengths? What make you more attractive to your customer inside, not outside? Don't focus on the outside. Inside your business, what would you say are your strengths? I'll give you an example. For example, you can say your skills, yeah? Your skills makes you exceptional, yeah? Over and above what your competitors are doing, yeah? So you would say your skills are your strengths, yeah? What else would you say is your strength inside here in your own business?
The products I buy.
The products. So are you saying you buy higher quality products?
Yeah, high quality
Higher
products.
quality products, right?
Mm.
Okay. Now, it's still inside here in your internal environment. What would you say are your greatest weaknesses?
Like when I have an employee
Yeah.
and she fails to turn up.
So you have labor problems. You
Mm.
can't your greatest weakness inside here is your weakness is your employees. You have problem with your employees. They don't stick around. You mean there is high turnover. What would you say causes these problems with your employees? Is it that
Maybe
you are not paying them well? Is it that you are not a good employer? Or is it that there are better opportunities outside there?
I do pay them well, but I think because some of them are skilled, they prefer to do it at home.
Oh, so most of your employees, the people whom you are hiring,
Mm.
they are, the greatest problem they have, or the problem they have, the problem you have identified as your weakness is that because they are skilled, they would rather go and start their own businesses somewhere else. Is that what you are saying? Correct. And what would you say are opportunities? Now, let's not focus inside your business. Let's focus outside your business. What would you say are your opportunities? Or rather, what would you say this is something I would want to do, or this is something I would want to execute and take my business forward?
I would love to open a beauty school.
A beauty school.
Mm.
Okay, that is an awesome opportunity. I think you should work on it. Okay, finally, what would you say are your biggest threats coming from outside? What would you say is your greatest threat? Sorry?
Can you break that down for me?
Okay, threats are like what threatens your business? What makes you what would make you close your business? For example, let me give an example. For example, you can say things like competition. Do you have a lot of competition here in Sigona where you work?
As of now, the competition is high,
So
but I do work hard.
so you would say that
Mm.
your biggest threat
Mm.
is competition. Seeing
Competition
that there is
against the
so many
competition.
people
Mm.
who are competing with you. So
Mm.
my advice as a consultant in this field
Mm.
is this.
Mm.
You have identified that your strength is your skill.
Mm.
Yeah?
Mm.
Your skill. So I would say, since you have a competitive edge on your skill, I would say you continue training yourself. Yeah? Learning more, even more skills. Yeah? So that you will retain your customers based on your skill. Two, you have said that your biggest weakness is labor relations. Now, I would say, since that you're saying that an opportunity, one of your greatest opportunities is to open a beauty school, I would say I would encourage you to look for financing and start a business school. I mean a beauty school, so that these students that you are training, instead of hiring people who are skilled and then they work for you 2 months, 3 months and go, you will hire the
The
students
students.
that you are
Mm.
training. Now, your threats. Now, to deal with your threats, in all business spheres, you will have a lot of competition.
Mm.
The best way to solve the problem of competition is, we call it in business, we differentiate your product. Yeah, yeah. What makes your product unique? What makes your services unique? What makes the products you're selling unique? That is what we call differentiation. I would rather you give your customers a better value proposition. Yeah, give them, I mean, make your services different from the others. For example, um, if, if for example you are offering nail care and pedicure, manicure and pedicure, I would say look for other things that you can do that fall in still in that beauty kind of work. Yeah. For example, you are doing hair, you are doing nails, you're doing pedicure, you can add things like steam baths, you can add things like massage parlor. All these things are within the same industry, and they will not cost you a lot to introduce into your business. That way, you create what we call a differentiated product. Yeah, a unique value proposition such that you will be able to attract customers who are going to your competitors, but they would rather have all their beauty and beauty care done in one shop. I would say that is the best way to go about it. So thank you so much for giving me your time, and please look into what we have discussed and make it a reality. Asante sana.